Slep Kingdom, we have some exciting announcements for you today. TigerBelly is finally having its first official live show. Tickets are on sale now at TigerBellyLive.com. Join the Slep King, Khalyla, myself, and George on June 25th at the Ace Theater in Los Angeles, California. Don't miss out on this. It's going to be pure chaos. So get your tickets to the first ever TigerBelly Live game show at TigerBellyLive.com. Brand new merch is dropping tomorrow, or if you're watching this on YouTube, it has dropped already. So head over to SlepKingdom.com. We got a brand new Stay Slep custom dyed tee, and Nosotros Papaya to you, my friend mug. And everyone's been asking about stickers. Well, we got a brand new sticker pack. So make sure you head over to SlepKingdom.com and cop your new merch before it sells out. We also got some new stuff dropping on Legacy tomorrow as well. So if you're a true sleeper or a little papaya boy, scan the QR code on the screen or click the link down below. We want to gift you some free TigerBelly NFT cards. So collect the cards, earn points, and check out the rewards and exclusives at legacy.shop/TigerBelly. Enjoy the show.
Good.
He's unlike
fair.
the photos.
What do you mean?
I'll get into it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Even his skinny photos, he's unlike it.
Oh, no.
Bobby is obsessed with body transformations. I mean, obsessed.
I love transformation.
Me too.
So he is going to probably.
No, I'm not. Don't tell me how I'm going to be.
You're right. Don't.
Yeah. Am I going to be? I'm not mean.
No. But he does this a lot with Gilbert because Gilbert also wants to.
I also go up and down.
But he really just kind of.
No, I don't.
He just recently went through his own body transformation.
But I'm getting it back.
No, you're not.
And I said, foul mouth fatty, right?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And then that was mean.
We were already here. We already dealt with it.
Yeah,
Don't
we
worry.
dealt with it.
Don't be weird.
And so it's
Josh is a
it's
fan.
in the
He's a
language.
friend.
So she's a foul mouth big person.
Big person.
We admonished him.
If I were her PR person or someone in her ear, I'd be like, if you came out with a podcast called Foul Mouth Fatty,
Crush it.
crush it.
It would crush it. Yeah. Let's start.
Let's start with that.
Very good, Josh Peck. Very nice.
Oh
Do
my
it
god,
again.
you know the rules of trying to like.
Yeah. Very nice. So, you did it already?
Yeah.
Welcome to another episode of TB.
I can't find my hole.
I'll show you where your hole is, baby.
Now?
Such a creep.
No.
Show me where my hole is for real.
Use your nose.
Honestly, find my clitoris right now.
Right?
Find it in front
Find
I can close my
clitoris.
eyes and find it. It's
Okay.
boar meat and pineapple.
Why bore me, dude?
Right? I don't know. She's an islander.
Okay.
You know.
Visayan warty hog. That's a real.
Close your eyes.
type of
Smell.
wild
Find my
boar.
dick. What does it smell like? Close your eyes.
Okay. Honestly,
Yeah.
I want to say, what's that wild mushroom you find in the Pacific Northwest?
With the wild mushroom.
Yes,
Chanterelles.
chanterelles.
Thank you.
Chanterelles.
Very good mushroom.
And what's that mushroom you find
Shiitake.
Lion's
on
mane.
an athlete having itch on their feet?
Athlete's foot.
Athlete's foot.
Yeah, it's a cross between
Fungus.
two mushrooms.
Okay. All right. Anyway, welcome to another episode. We have a very fabulous guest. We've been chatting before the podcast, and you know, I've been looking at his photo. I'd never met him in physical reality, but so you fantasize through photographs and images because he's done a lot of work. He's done some of my favorite remakes of all time: Turner and Hooch. And the Red Dawn. I thought it was the better Red Dawn. But my point is this:
Top.
he's also has his own show on Nickelodeon, and he was in the Amanda Bynes show on Nickelodeon, I think, right? And he's done so much work; it's unbelievable. But he's also a podcaster and a friend. He was a circular. He was heavy. What I'm saying is that as a kid, he was chubbo. Can you say that?
Yeah, fat fuck.
Oh, he knows the show.
Yeah, he knows it. So he was a chubby guy.
Huge.
And then he transformed, and now his legs are like Rogan's legs. He has Joe Rogan's legs. His body's
neck.
Yeah. His body's really nice. And he's just all around really, you got a Tom Hanksy vibe about you.
Oh.
You know what I mean? About just kind of like a wholesome, boy next door. You know what I mean? Kind of a guy. Josh Peck, give him a round of applause.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Josh. Thanks for coming.
What an honor.
Let me ask you something.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Oh, good. Let's start here.
Yeah. So who's the guy to the left?
Echo Unlimited.
So good.
Yeah.
When you're that big, you've got to embrace hip hop streetwear.
It's the only thing you can.
How old are you in that photo?
15, maybe 15.
Were you smashing then or no?
No.
Why?
Oh,
You're a
no.
TV star.
Doesn't matter.
You can't? Is there a contract?
No,
A Nickelodeon contract.
Yeah,
can't
yeah.
fuck.
Like,
Can't
no longer,
smash?
you can't smash?
no, just I was too insecure.
Really?
Oh, yeah. I would sit home and just alphabetize my DVDs.
It's so funny because when I was a kid and I would see other kids on TV, I always thought, oh, they're smashing, doing cocaine, and you did none of that.
That came later, like 2.5 years later.
Oh, really?
Yeah, both. Smashing and the cocaine.
Oh, so you're 15 there. At 17, you start smashing?
I lost my virginity at 18 to a woman who was like 15 years older than me who lived in my apartment complex.
Oh, wow.
Within a mile of here.
How did that
mile?
transpire?
How did that transpire?
Okay, so I live. Well, I guess I can give it sort of location wise. I grew up at an Avalon apartment complex. You
I know
know?
exactly where that is.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
it's not too far, and it's like the Oakwoods where everyone moves when they come down.
Yeah.
I stayed for 15 years. All right,
Yeah,
That's how highly I think of myself. So, so I'm 18. I just have lost. Like I'm in that weird spot, right? I'm not 300 pounds anymore, but I'm 220. But I'm on my way down. It's looking good. So my mom, still living with mom, we decided to do a little, refurbishment of the living room. Get a nicer TV.
Yeah.
A hutch. So we sell the TV like you do in an apartment building. You put up an ad in the elevator.
Right.
Selling TV, Zenith, 37-inch. We're doing well.
Do you remember how much you were selling it for?
150.
Wow.
Right.
Okay.
125.
TVs back then were still high value and very expensive. They're not so much now.
Yeah. Okay.
So this lovely woman buys the TV. So I go and deliver the TV to her apartment.
Oh my God, this is a fantasy, dude.
This is a porn. This is a porn movie,
Is it
right?
in the valley too.
And I swear to God, I have arousals right now.
Arousals, not
Let me
arousals.
see.
I have
Let me see.
no see.
Please.
You won't be able to see it. Anyway,
It's if when you want to see it, he don't show.
Fair.
yeah.
You should have been like, I don't want to.
Yeah, I'm that guy. So you have a TV up with you, right? Does she know? Let me. I have this question. So, does she know who you are in terms of the television and all the things you've done?
I don't know. She was a nurse. So she,
wow.
First responder. She
Right. She's a
You
good
know?
person. Yeah.
Yeah.
good person. And, but it doesn't, so I drop it off and it doesn't happen the first time. But I get this feeling the first time it could only come from a woman of maturity.
Right.
Where I said, I could do stuff with that girl.
In your mind, you thought that.
Yeah, I just got a vibe from her that was very clearly like,
Was she flirting?
I think that must be what it is.
Yeah. She was flirting.
But I was like, any other flirt.
so excited.
So excited. About it.
Well, this is like I feel like every young boy's
Yes.
like dream come true scenario.
Yeah. It's also funny because it seems like the kind of work he's done, like it seems like a sitcom scenario.
On the flip side, this is every young girl's nightmare scenario.
Why?
Right.
If it were the other way and I was delivering TV to an older man and I got the vibe that he was like
Dr. Drew.
Yeah, Dr.
It was Dr. Drew.
You know what?
What?
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it depends. It
I
just
watched
depends.
the pod, Anthony Bourdain.
Oh yeah.
Well, then,
Yeah.
Then you would. So that's not a nightmare.
Okay.
So don't lie.
Don't lie.
Don't ever lie again to me. Go ahead.
So I leave, and I just remember thinking, if I ever hear from this woman again, I'm going for it.
Oh my God.
Please.
I'm going to raise my hand, and if you don't have to answer it, but every time I raise my hand, just if you can, give me the.
If you can.
Did you jerk off to her afterwards?
Probably.
Okay, great. Go ahead.
So you found her immediately attractive.
No, I remember she was a very cute girl, probably 30, 40 lbs overweight, which was like perfect. I'm like, same.
Right.
Yeah,
Like, this is very
Doable.
Cute face.
very lovely.
Okay.
Yeah. Like an Akron 8.
I was more imagining a Kelly Clarkson.
I love
I love
Yeah, Kelly
Clarkson. I like
Clarkson.
Kelly Clarkson.
That's a
yeah.
good
What are some other thick queens?
If Eric Stonestreet was trans?
Yes. Oh,
A
yeah.
younger Eric Stonestreet, but trans.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
I'm getting the picture.
Yes.
All right.
Different picture, but
Yeah,
getting it.
Yeah. So, okay, go, move on.
So 1 week later, my mom calls me into her room. She goes, "You know that lady we sold the TV to?
Yeah.
She doesn't know how to use a remote."
It's porn. It's a porn, dude.
It's porn. Yeah.
So will you go over there and show her? I go,
Wow.
"No problem."
How did you say it one more time?
Like dice. No problem. Yeah.
Not an issue.
Not an issue. Right.
So at this point, I've just started smoking weed, right?
Right.
Like this.
How old are you now at this point?
18.
Totally, dude.
My language is
Totally.
totally right. So go ahead.
So like on social hierarchy, I'm like, weed is fucking cool.
Right.
So I'm like, I'm gonna roll a joint. Bring it over.
Yeah,
See
he's
what's clever.
Sebastian right now. I like it. Yeah.
So I go to her apartment. I'm showing her how to, work the remote. And I go, "Hey, smoke weed?"
Yeah.
She's like,
Got milk? Yeah, same tone.
Same
I like
thing,
it.
yeah.
Same thing, yeah.
she's like, "Indeed, I do smoke weed." I'm like, "Joint right here."
Yeah.
So we smoke the joint,
Right.
start kissing.
Wait,
Wait,
that?
back up.
What about the controller?
Build the tension some more.
My bad.
Yeah,
But
back
there's
up.
okay.
All right, so I need there's gaps in there, okay?
Okay.
So you smoke the weed on a I just don't know why I need to know that.
Casting couch?
On the couch, yeah.
On a couch or
a
not in the
couch.
so it's inside the apartment.
In the apartment.
Okay, good. So
Yeah.
you smoke weed.
It's an Avalon community.
Right. And then now is there small talk? You're smoking it. Is there any kind of dial? What's going on here?
It must have been. I'm not sure.
All
What do
right,
you-
sure.
What do you do for a living, young man?
Well, I'm an actor. I'm on Drake and Josh. I'm the Josh part.
Did she know
You know what that sound is?
before the sex? Did she know that?
I would imagine so. Maybe
It was internet back then, right?
well, yeah, there was the internet.
Okay. I don't know what year it was. So.
Al Gore had created it.
That year.
It was created.
Oh yeah, that year. Okay.
I don't know. I don't know. She probably did because she had met my mom when she bought the TV, and there's no one who meets my mom that doesn't know that I'm an actor.
All right.
You know my son? my mom was at the ENT today, at the ear, nose, and throat doctor. She's like, "The receptionist loves you." I'm like, "How did I come up?"
Right.
So yeah, I don't know. I just knew that I had to make a move. I needed to go in for a kiss.
Yeah.
And then we're kissing, right? And we're
Tongue and everything.
all the
You had kissed previous to this time.
a little bit, but very little. Like maybe one aggressive game of spin the bottle where a
Like-
girl. No, like with
make
tongues.
out. Okay. Yeah.
But like that was like a girl taking mercy on my like sweet little chubby heart. Like,
Yeah.
and so we were kissing, and I'll never forget this. And my pants come off, right? Like
Wait,
they're at my
you pulled
ankles.
them down? She pulls them down?
She's like pulling, I'm pulling. I'm like, I know where this goes. you know.
Oh my God!
Wow.
I'm so happy.
So
Listen to the story.
so she excuses herself to the bathroom, and me, new to this, not knowing that that's like sometimes a thing people do.
Yeah.
I leave,
Wait,
and I'm at the door
Why are you leaving?
because I'm like, oh, we're done.
He doesn't know that she's over there to either pee or wash.
or clean up.
She's washing her vag.
Well, I didn't.
Or pee before
Right.
sex.
It's so weird that you would.
All I did was play Dreamcast. At this point.
I understand that, but what I'm saying,
Dreamcast.
what I'm saying is that what do you in your mind? What do you think she's doing?
I'm like, it's over. We had a nice time.
Right.
I'm gonna make this easy for her.
Right.
Right?
Yeah. Imagine if she
Sweet boy.
left, he left, and she comes in lingerie,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and she's like, "What the fuck?"
Oil, lube.
She keeps her laundry in the bathroom.
Yeah.
Gun the towel.
All right. So you're at the door. She comes out and goes, "Where are you going?" Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I go, you want to be her?
Yeah. Let's
Yeah.
try to play it out here.
Yeah.
All right.
Please,
so
please.
excited.
All right. So you're at the door, right?
Yeah.
You hear? I have to do sound effects.
Wait, hold on.
too.
Let's start from when you excuse yourself to the bathroom.
Excuse me. Hey, I gotta go to the bathroom.
Of course.
Okay.
Sure.
So now I'm in the bathroom.
Man.
How do we wash? Show me.
What? I have to do physical.
Yeah.
Yeah, just slap that.
Oh, you spit wash.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Right. And then probably my asshole too. Right.
Yeah.
Oh, got to.
Right. Because
Fix your
they're
hair.
connected. No, fuck the hair. Right. Put the asshole in the faucet.
Yeah.
Right?
High
So-
pressure.
and now I hear tap, 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 tap. He's walking. You know what I mean? Right, tap, 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 tap. I open the door. Where are you going?
Oh, I thought we were done.
Oh, no, I was just, I was in the bathroom.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
do you? And then she said, "Come to my room."
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know the script, so send me the script. Listen.
But-
First of all, I don't like your tone, right?
Well,
because
okay.
for number one, I told you the email with sides
Before this,
right before
sorry.
last night, right? So it's like so I had time to memorize.
I know.
Right. So it's like it's just anyway.
Let's just live in the moment. Let's be free.
All right, let's be free. Okay, all right. Oh, so this is Curb.
The film's
All right.
film's free. Don't you hate when they say that with digital?
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
it.
yeah,
Well,
yeah.
we can keep filming. It's free. I'm like, fucking, give me a break.
Yeah.
I'll go home.
All right. So come to my room.
Okay, great.
Okay. I don't know what happens now. yeah. I didn't read the script.
We proceeded to
Right.
do everything that I'd ever seen.
Wow,
Ever.
amazing.
Like I literally went down my list because I didn't know if we would ever do this again,
Wow.
or if I would ever do it.
Wow.
So I checked every box in like
What were
8
the
minutes.
boxes?
Every position, I just wanted.
I just want to know your variety of positions. So can we mate? I'll ask
I'm
you.
sure it's
I'll
pretty
ask
standard.
you. I'll ask you then. Cowgirl.
Yep.
Reverse?
No, I didn't say reverse yet. Right? Reverse cowgirl.
Okay.
I don't think so.
Okay.
That was a little too exotic
All right. Right.
for your boy.
Doggy.
Oh, yes.
Classic.
It's yeah.
Classic.
Come on.
Did you go European 69?
Yeah.
yeah. Did
You go
you?
33.
What's 33, babe?
No,
What does that look like?
from the
again?
side.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
From the side.
Probably
Okay.
mid transish. I was like,
Okay.
let's knock this out for a couple seconds.
Did you go dirty? Like these are like specialty moves.
Yeah.
So did you do the dirty Sanchez?
Did you shit on?
Yeah. How about a blumpy?
Boston steamer.
Do you know what a blumpy is?
I think it has.
Yeah.
There's shit involved.
I think it's like
So
a
a bumpy-
blowjob while you shit.
Yeah. While you're shitting, she gives you a blowjob.
Which
Right.
is kind of
It's not professional. Though. You're not going like extreme professional.
No.
Yeah.
This is just like
What about the paranormal? Did you do the paranormal?
where we summoned spirits.
Or the Houdini?
No,
We did a
paranormal
Ouija
is,
board while we're mid coitus.
No, the paranormal is when you turn off all the lights, right? You do her from behind, right? And then what you do is you switch out with your friend, right? And then you walk by the window.
And say hi.
So she sees you walk through by the window.
It's illegal.
Yeah, that's right. That's illegal. That's illegal. You're right. That's illegal.
You can call it anything fun you want.
Yeah. That's illegal. Yeah.
still illegal.
That seems illegal. Yeah, but she doesn't know. But my point is
All sorts.
yeah, these are all
Wow.
right. So did you do any of these?
No,
All right.
those are all.
Right. So you did.
Does anyone do
Who's
that?
ever done
The Mission Impossible.
Mission Impossible?
Yeah,
Let me see.
right.
You have to put your leg between the man's
Yeah.
legs.
I
Yeah.
don't have that much muscles.
Yeah. There's no.
That's only for
Imagine
like
you
acro
doing-
yoga people.
Yeah.
Bro, the bridge of Madison County.
Yeah.
That's
We've all been in Everyone in this room has been in multi-year relationships
Yeah.
at this point. Is anyone doing that shit?
No, because I'm not in Cirque du Soleil. Like, yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm not French Canadian.
Yeah, these are insane. What about Dirty Dancing? Have you tried that?
that's pretty common.
Gilbert, have you tried that?
Yes, I have.
I've never
Really?
done Dirty
Yeah, but
Dancing.
it's also not great, right? It's like
It's more for fun.
It's good for photography.
Yeah.
Not great for feeling.
Dirty Dancing, I just can imagine just the woman's arm shaking because it's like burning. Yeah.
Because she's doing a handstand.
Yeah. I don't know how anyone's getting anything out of Stargate.
TV show?
Yeah.
SG-1?
What if a portal opens when you do that?
Stargate's not flattering for the midsex.
Right.
Feeling a little insecure.
What's top?
You're right, because the tits hang weird and sitting up like that too.
Mine too.
Top Gun is interesting.
But this
I
is
can't wait for
missing-
Maverick.
This is missing.
Is that true?
I heard it's good. No, I heard it's really good.
Is it? I
Yeah,
believe it.
Yeah, and I'm excited for it. All right.
see.
Anyway, so you didn't do any of these. So you did the traditional Christian.
Yeah, knocked it out.
You knocked it out.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
it was
did
very
you come
Christian.
good?
Yeah, quick, standard.
Right. Did you wear protection?
Yes,
Did you have it or did she?
I had it,
Wow.
but I was ready.
Oh, you were ready. Okay.
I was
good.
ready, and I was like, I was a kid actor, so I knew the pitfalls of someone like me.
Yeah.
Like allowed me to properly prepare for this, and I wound up leaving, and then she got sprung on your boy.
What I mean?
She got liked. She ended up liking him hard.
Like me hard.
She started
found
liking
love.
you.
Yeah, and then she started threatening me.
What
Wow.
the fuck?
Like
Here's
what?
what I think. I think she knew exactly who you were from the get go.
And bought the TV just to get to me?
Well, no, I mean, as soon as she realized, oh, this is the person, I know who he is. I'm gonna hatch a plan.
Trapman.
Let me ask you this: did you have sex with her after that?
Yeah.
How many times? A lot.
One more time when it was all cool. And then I fell in love with a girl that was age appropriate, who was like 19. Also lived at the Avalon, great dating pool.
Yeah.
And so, of course, I like fell head over heels for her.
Yeah.
And so then this girl is starting to call me once a week, a couple times a week.
Wow.
So much so that she finally starts going, I'm sure your mother would hate to hear what you've been up to.
Oh,
I'm like, you're going to tell my mom?
Oh wow. Wow.
Meanwhile, she now knows from this podcast. Sorry, Mom.
You've never told the story before?
No, I have, but,
Yeah.
but not with the sex position check.
Right.
Oh, no.
Sakara.
Oh yeah.
Sakara. You guys, I like clean food and I like nutrients. I really do. You know, in some places you go, you can tell that's not nutritious, but Sakara is 100% nutrition.
Sakara is a wellness company anchored in food as medicine, on a mission to nourish your body through the power of plants. You guys, these are plant-rich meals. They say don't count the calories, count the colors. It's very, very easy to forget that we need. Fucking take that out. Go ahead.
Sakara gives you babe, what do you have?
Do you have a break?
Maybe the COVID.
The COVID.
Yeah,
Back. It's like-
the COVID's back in.
Yeah, go ahead.
Sakara, it's all right. Sakara gives you the tools you need to transform your life with their organic, ready-to-eat meal delivered program and functional wellness essentials. Their nutritionally designed, chef-crafted breakfasts, lunches, and dinners are made with powerful plant-rich ingredients, helping boost your energy, support your digestion, curb your sugar cravings, and get your skin glowing. I love glowing skin. Plus, it's all delivered right to your door, baby.
And it's so good, you guys. It's so good.
And right now, Sakara is offering our listeners 20% off their first order when they go to sakara.com/belly or enter code BELLY at checkout. That's Sakara, SAKARA.com/belly to get 20% off your first order. Sakara.com/belly.
Ship station. Yeah. You guys, Ship Station is something that we use for our company. We only use the best, and Ship Station is the best. If you run an e-commerce business, you probably feel like it's about time people stop treating e-commerce giants better just because they're bigger.
Yeah.
And you're absolutely right. They shouldn't. That's why ShipStation gives e-commerce sellers like our size, or
Of
even-
all sizes.
of all sizes, but our size as well, access to the same deeply discounted rates usually reserved for Fortune 500 companies.
And they work with over 300 platforms like Amazon, eBay, Etsy, and more to automate processes like fulfillment and tracking, all the stuff that I don't want to do myself. So you can save time managing your orders. Trust me, you don't want to do it yourself. Gilbert and I tried, and it was not easy.
Very difficult. Get ShipStation. Don't let the big guys keep all the good discounts to themselves. Sign up using promo code BELLY for a free 60-day trial today at ShipStation.com and start saving with every shipment. That's 2 whole months of discounted shipping absolutely free. Just go to ShipStation.com, click on the microphone at the top of the page and type in BELLY. ShipStation. Make
Ship happen. So then, so after that you lost your virginity to her, whatever happened to her, do you know?
No, I don't know. I mean,
You moved out of...
I'm 35. She's in her 50s now.
Oh, wow. That's interesting.
Yeah, good for her.
She might have kids and, a family.
Probably
not. No.
Nah.
Alone. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right
Maybe-
now, listening to this podcast, just angry. This podcast, you think?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Then you know what? I'll correct it, ma'am. I think I'm not going to say her name. Thank you so much. I needed it bad.
Good. Yeah.
Right? Like
Yeah.
I needed someone to shepherd me through this.
It's a public service, I think.
I think so too. God bless.
There's
her.
many women in my past that I want
Although-
to thank. You know what I mean?
Totally.
It
The girl in the
molded me.
closet after the comedy show. We love that story.
See?
Come on.
So you know a lot. Yeah, you know a lot. Where I cried and looked at Jesus.
Of course.
Yeah.
Nosotros, baby.
Nosotros to you, my friend, and I really appreciate that.
Hey,
you know?
anytime.
So you told me earlier that I never saw Red Dead, the remake of Red Dead, no Red Dead, Red Dawn.
Yeah.
Right. But I hadn't seen the original Red Dawn in many years, probably since in my early 20s, right? And you were telling me that Red Dawn isn't good. Why?
Well, I did the remake, which is the movie's fine. I'm just terrible in it. The original I didn't see till we finished the movie because I was like, I don't want to be infiltrated by any. You know, I want to make sure my performance is pristine. And so I watch it like a week after we get home from filming. And by the way, at this time, it's 2008. So it's been it's been so hyped to me by everyone who worked on the film because they're all 40 and 50-year-old dudes.
Right.
Who like watched it at a time where it felt so real.
Let me see. Chris Hemsworth.
Yeah,
that's huge.
Dude, I play his brother. What a
You're
mistake.
Chris Hemsworth's brother.
Oh, amazing.
What was the casting director thinking?
Yeah.
Josh Hutcherson.
Hutcherson, yeah.
Wow. Who else? That's it. Yeah.
Chris Hemsworth.
I'm sure everyone's
wow.
great. But how was he? What was he like?
The best.
Oh, yeah, he seems so nice.
Man, it's not fair.
Yeah.
So he had booked Thor, but he didn't go to shoot it for 6 months after.
Oh, wow.
So this is pre-Thor, working out, eating protein, being super Australian. He used to call me and Josh Hutcherson his cubs.
Oh.
So like we'd be hanging out in the middle of scenes, like resting. He'd be like, "Oi, tired cubs." We'd be at the lunch line and he'd be like, "Oh, hungry cubs." And I'd be like,
That's great.
he was the best. He's the nicest. And I was so intimidated because here I am, right? I lost 120 pounds.
Yeah.
I had dreamed of being in a movie like this.
Yeah.
I'm getting
Which
this
one
part.
are you? The one on the right?
Yeah, the stoic one in the beanie.
Yeah, that's you. Wow. Okay.
And I just shank it from day one because I tried to be Chris Hemsworth when all they needed me to be was Josh Peck.
So what do you mean? Your performances, like the director would be like, "Hey, what are you doing?"
No, I wish he had said that. They just let me shank it. I wish someone had said, "What are you doing?"
Oh, right.
Like, I wish someone had been like, "Less."
Yeah.
Less.
Less. Yeah. It's funny. It's like, a lot of times when they don't give you notes and you're going through your gut instinct, I always think to myself, I know I'm doing it wrong, but no one's saying anything. Ooh. And you know what I mean? I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
I guess I could just keep doing what I'm doing because they're happy, but I think instinctually it's wrong.
But don't you feel equally? I know that on the days where you get a lot of notes, you're also not happy.
But it generally turns out that they're right. When you watch it later, it's frustrating, when especially when they don't give you the right, like they're not clear about it. Fast but sweet. And you're like, what?
Fast but sweet.
How do you do fast but sweet? Show me fast but sweet.
So I really think I really like you.
That was fast.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I don't know what. A lot of people's notes are like slower or faster, right?
Yeah.
Those I find are good notes.
You think so? Yeah.
Yeah, because it's just like very direct.
It's direct, yeah. What's a difficult note, you think?
When there's just too much talking. Like imagine a time in your life, fuck off.
Yeah.
Enough. Just I like things. I got a note once that was just like more gravitas. I'm like, I think I know what that word is.
Oh, right.
But like, or my friend who's a great director, he always says like, I try to give actionable notes. Like, so I'll say like, take care of her, like in the scene.
Yeah, that I can understand that. The other day I did the History of the World. I don't know if it's a movie or TV show, but it was Ike Barinholtz and Nick Kroll. And on paper, it was only a couple of lines. And they were like, all right, so say this. And they would give me like, I'm not kidding you, 30 things to say. All right, action. Like specific things, right? And it was just so hard to like, you know what I mean? I at one point I had to go, guys, stop the cameras, right? Let's go off to the side and just tell me exactly, and let me say it first. But it's like, sometimes it's like super stressful and you know what I mean? Anyway, I don't know why I went on the tangent. I apologize. My point is that about Red Dawn, right? Is what it's called. The first one, it was Russians attacking. Do you guys know the premise?
No.
I don't.
Okay, so basically, I don't know, it's Kansas or some Midwestern town. Am I right?
I think so. The new one, it was Washington State. I don't know if that's in the original.
Okay, so it's somewhere in mid-America.
Okay.
Colorado, right? And all of a sudden, the Russians just take over America.
Yeah.
Like, imagine how many, they can't even take over Ukraine. Right? Like, they have a problem with Kyiv. Imagine New York City.
Right.
Imagine Compton.
Yeah.
Right? Like, good luck.
Yeah.
You're dead. You know what I mean?
Right.
Right? I mean, it's like,
They parachute in. They parachuted. So
Right.
It is
you see all
parachuting,
these parachutes.
I remember a scene where the kids are in school and one kid just looks out and goes, look at all the people in the parachutes.
Yeah.
And all these Russians are parachuting in, right? And then I remember Harry Dean Stanton was in it. I think that's one of the reasons why I like it.
Swayze,
Swayze's in
Charlie
it.
Sheen,
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God.
Jennifer Grey.
Jennifer Grey. Yeah. Who
They
else
had
is?
to work together again
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it
before. Or
I think it was
after?
before.
before?
Because I think
Maybe
Jennifer.
that's why they hated each other then on Dirty Dancing.
Oh, did they hate each other?
Well, because Jennifer Grey was in high school. She played a high school person in the show, so
Right.
it must have been before. I think. And I just remember Harry Dean Stanton was. Yeah, there they are.
Wow.
What's her name?
C. Thomas Howell,
Leah Thompson.
Leah Thompson. What a cast!
What a guy.
And I remember there was a scene where Harry Dean Stanton is in some sort of internment camp. What do you call it?
Yeah.
Like a what do you call
Prisoner of War.
it? Prisoner of war.
Yeah.
And he's behind these bars and he's telling Patrick Swayze what to do. You know what I mean? It was a heartbreaking thing, but in retrospect, the whole premise is absurd. So now in yours, is it the same Russians?
No, originally it was China, and then they changed it to North Korea. Yeah.
They
So
just had-
North Koreans just coming in parachutes?
Yeah.
wait. Let me ask you something. They changed it to North Korea after you shot it?
I think like
They just had Asians on set.
Like, who cares? It doesn't matter.
I
They can
think
change it to whatever, Cambodia, whatever.
halfway through they made a big we were halfway through filming and they were like, we're gonna I was like, it's a lot of new pages.
Oh,
And it's
wow.
just because they wanted this movie to be distributed in
in
China.
China.
I
Yeah.
imagine that was a consideration.
Oh, wow. That's interesting to me. So, had they shot Asians halfway during the movie, or was it just before the attack?
I mean, I don't know.
How many Asians were in this movie and why didn't you get a call?
How about that, right?
How about that?
Wow.
You would think.
Yeah.
You would think in a North Korean, a Korean, right? Because it's not just Ken Jeong and Daniel Day Kim flying down. They need thousands, right?
A lot.
Yeah.
Right. Why didn't I get a call? But
What were you in 09? Were you just working for Joe Pitka? What was his name?
no. In 09, I was
What were you doing?
on Mad TV.
Yeah.
I think 2000. No, I had just gone off Mad TV, and I was unhireable.
Because of the shitting in the office.
I don't know. I just was unhireable.
Can we see the Asians that were cast on that Red Dawn? Please?
Yeah.
Yeah,
bring it up.
please, yeah.
I'll find it.
Find it.
This is and
Was the movie bad?
here's the thing.
Okay.
I shanked it. And I knew, I equate it to being a pyromaniac hanging out outside of a lighter shop. I was like, I'm going to fucking burn this thing down. And I did.
Yeah.
From day one.
But isn't that your perception?
Stop it.
No.
Because I got a lot of that for the next, ready? So I get a lot of that for the months after the movie. Editing does wonders. You actors, you're all in your head.
Yeah.
It's terrible. It wasn't as if I finished the test.
You read articles that saying that you were terrible in the movie.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Dude, I'm really
I
bad
love
at
this
it.
actor. But
William Lee's awesome.
William Lee was the main Korean.
Yeah, William Lee
He's
was
awesome.
the main
Okay.
bad dude.
So one.
He was the he was the captain. Everyone was extras.
We'll just CGI him 1,000 times.
It's a bunch of William Lees.
Yeah. Who's gonna? Yeah. All right. So
I finished the movie, right? And so typically a movie finishes, you have 1 year till it comes out, and then they're like, okay, fine, I'll face the executioner and I'll move on. The movie, MGM made it and they went out of business the day we finished. So now they can't distribute it. So it sat on the shelf for 3 years. So it doesn't come out, but word's getting around that Peck shanked it. So I'm going into auditions. They're like, hi, how's everything? I'm like, not good. This is bad.
Wow.
It was bad. It was 3 years of like hanging my head.
Oh.
But
wow,
these things
really?
happen. Yeah, it's character building, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, but
hope-
let me go back to your IMDb.
Don't look at a review.
I'm not going to look at a review, but I'm going to look at what you've done. So, you did Turner and Hooch in 2021.
Oh yeah, I did that last year.
So you
Right.
love a good remake.
I love a good. Oh, please.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
I
that's
love Turner and
you're
Hooch.
obviously you're on this. That's you on the cover.
That's me.
So you're the star of the movie,
I was
Disney
Turner.
Plus?
right? So did that go well?
Yeah, it went great.
Yeah. Did you?
We all recover.
Yeah.
You get it.
I know.
We've
But-
all been
But
there.
did you shank? Was that the word you shank it?
No. That was just because I was trying. My buddy, who's a great actor like me, who's like a non-traditional leading man type,
Yeah.
is like, I can punch someone in the face on screen, but I got to go like this after. You know, like
All right.
I can't do it without any irony.
Oh.
In that movie, I was like, Chris Hemsworth can deliver a line like, "I'm gonna save you. Let's meet at the rally point."
Yeah.
I can't deliver that line.
Right.
Please try it.
Try it.
So what's the line?
I'm gonna save us all. Let's meet at the rally point.
Okay. Don't make me laugh though. Don't be. Yeah.
Okay, baby.
All right. I'm gonna save us all. What's so funny? You can't laugh.
I don't
You can't
feel-
laugh.
I
I will
don't-
say this.
More calm and conviction.
It was a
more
little,
calm.
it was a
Hold
little
on.
fast but sweet.
You're a leader.
Can I just give like the smallest note? Just
Oh, you're triggering him, dude. You are triggering him.
just like small. Because I do this. Look at me. We're doing the same thing.
Yeah.
How about no forward energy? How about you sit back on your heels and
right,
be a
right.
fucking man?
What's the line again?
I'm so nervous.
I'm so nervous right now. I've never been more nervous in my life. What's the line again?
I'm gonna save us all.
Yeah.
Let's meet at the rally point.
Fuck you, dude.
Calm conviction.
This is so hard, baby. I'm not gonna be able to do it. I'm sweating inside my body. All right. I can't do it. There's no
Come here. Caesar Milan. Calm and assertive.
Caesar Milan. Is he an acting coach
Yeah.
for dogs? Right.
Calm and assertive. You're a leader. You know they can get
Here we
us
go.
there.
Focus.
You can get us there.
You got it.
I can't do it. Can you do it first?
Josh, give him a line read. Give him a line
No,
read.
I don't need a line read.
You sure?
I want you to do it first.
Oh, me or Gilbert?
I want you to do it, Khalyla,
okay,
first. All
hang
right.
on, hold on. What is the line?
We're all forgetting
I'm gonna
the
save us all.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
I'm looking at you.
All right.
I'm gonna save us all. Let's meet at the rally point.
Woo! Very good. Very good. Now you.
Did you feel your nostrils?
Fuck you, man. What?
Your nostrils are just doing this.
I know. I'm not gonna be able to do it. I swear to God, I'm not gonna be able to do it. I'm so sorry. So you do it.
No, I can't.
yeah. I can't do it.
now.
So how did you do it in the movie? Oh,
lot of-
I'm watching it tonight.
A lot of forward energy. A
all
lot of
right, yeah.
like, a lot of tension.
All right,
Tension's
right.
fucking bad for an actor. That's the one thing I know for sure.
Yeah.
It
Tension.
was just like a lot of like, I'm gonna save us all to meet at the rally point.
Oh, right.
Bad, like always, almost crying. Some
because
beta
you-
cuck shit.
Yeah, because you think,
Did you say beta cup shit?
but you have to imagine. But honestly, it's like you're in a movie, right, with these big people. You think it's going to be a big thing, right?
Totally.
And you think this is my chance, right? So you do all this work and choices that you make before, right? So I understand. I sympathize with it.
I refuse to move on until you say, let's get to the rally point. You're going to save us all, Bobby.
All right. I'm going to save us all. Let's meet at the rally point.
Beautiful. So good.
Tears in your eyes, too.
Because I'm laughing so much. Those are tears. Those aren't tears of laughing. That was really hard. You did a movie Ben Kingsley too?
Yeah, called The Whackness.
When was that?
It's 2008.
Before Red Dawn.
Yeah, like I extinguished all that goodwill I had accrued.
But that's how you got Red Dawn is probably the whackness.
Yeah, straight offer.
Wow. Yeah.
Real
So
money.
You think things are going.
Totally.
Things are happening.
Dead stop.
Right. So you think that if you did Red Dawn in the whackness, so if you think you did, who's the other guy in it?
Kingsley, that's me.
Kingsley.
Oh, that's Ben Kingsley. Okay, that's you. Amazing. I worked with him too.
Yeah, on the Dictator.
Yeah, yeah. I found him to be the sweetest man.
The best.
The best.
Did you call him Sir Ben?
Yeah, I did call him Sir Ben, and I remember one day we were shooting, and he sat on a couch next to me, and he just started asking questions about my life, which is like really unusual because it's like at that time in my career, I don't know what year that was, I was really just desperate. I was in a bad spot. You know what I mean? I couldn't get anything going, and I like you for Red Dawn. To me, it's like, I mean, I don't think I shanked it, but and I thought it was fine in the movie, but I just remember feeling like this is my only opportunity. I got to kill this, and the movie has to be a success.
Right.
And it wasn't. So, but I just found that experience to be really cool, man. What a nice guy, you know.
I remember I asked him for advice on the last day of filming because I never met my dad, so I was probably like trying to accrue, father figures.
You're a single mom your
Single
whole
mom.
life.
Yeah, never met my pops.
Wait, I think we're of the same old daddy sperm club.
Yeah, really old.
How old?
62 when he hooked up with
You
my
have
mom.
me beat.
She was 42, my mom.
Wow.
My mom was 22.
Wow.
That makes a little more sense.
Yeah. So you had older parents. Mm-hmm. I have hope for us.
So he passed?
He's, of natural causes.
When?
8 years ago, 9 years ago.
And you never met him? Mm-mm. How did you find out that he died?
Google.
Oh my God.
Is he somebody that was an actor or whatever?
No, but he, regular people have obituaries online too.
Oh, I didn't know that. I had no idea. Wow.
No, I know.
What was the do you know if he ever wanted to be a part of your life?
I don't think so. My mom sent him photos of me and a letter when I was 5, and I guess I wasn't like a fetching 5-year-old because he basically said, "Oh, I'm gonna keep on the path that I've been on and stay out of this kid's life."
Do you think that if it had been a suit, like, were you cute at 5? He just didn't.
I was awesome.
Yeah, what I'm saying
I
is.
was. I
Who
was
cares
great.
if he was cute or not?
No, he said he made it seem like the dad saw the picture and was like, pass.
That's what I imagined.
Yeah.
No,
like,
that's
not
not
this
what
one.
happened. He's just...
He was old. He had 3 kids and a wife, and he was taking like this victory march into convalescence, and then he fucked up and had. I'm sure he probably was a guy who had affairs before, but he had a well-timed separation of 6 hours, just long enough to hook up with my mom and get her pregnant.
Wow.
Yeah, and you're 62. I remember once someone said this to me when I was telling them about my family, and they go, "Well, majority rules." I was like, and he's like, he had a family. He had 3 kids. Like,
Right.
and then you come out of nowhere and this woman that he doesn't know that well, like,
Well, so you have 3 half biological siblings out there.
Yeah.
Have you met them?
no.
Do they know?
What?
Yeah.
Do they know you're out there?
I imagine not, because like I have sisters and there's like, it's a whole gang of them. I imagine, I'm not exactly hiding. Like, I feel like they would have found me. And they,
Why don't you? Because have you tried to make the step? You don't care.
Wait, do you have
I got
siblings?
enough friends.
Yeah,
I got
yeah.
enough people in my life.
You have siblings?
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Or
then-
no. I don't have any 100% siblings.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So it's just the 3 that's out there, your siblings.
Yes.
Yeah. They're probably much older than you.
They're older. They're like in their 50s.
Yeah.
And my dad, my dad was 62, my mom was 42. They hooked up once. They went out for deli after. Years later, I found out my mom and him hooked up again that night, which was new information.
Oh, wow.
But yeah, it was either
is
the first or the
why-
second time.
This is why fertility is such a thing, huh? You have a 62-year-old, and what they tell you, past 35, you're a geriatric, reproducer as a woman. She's 42, your dad is 62, and they just hook up twice, and then boom,
They have a fucking
it
star.
happens.
A fucking star.
Red Dawn.
Aside from Red Dawn. yeah. Turner Hooch. You know?
Turner Hooch, baby.
That's
Yeah.
amazing. What a story.
It doesn't really make sense.
Yeah.
But it doesn't really make sense that I'm here. But somehow, my mom's 77.
Wow.
Yeah.
It does make sense that you're here
Thanks, Bobby.
because, the little I know of you, I already feel like I know you a lot more. and I just can tell many things. Because when you meet new people, sometimes there's just a lot of things you just can't tell. They hide a lot, and you just can't read it. They could be evil. You know what I mean? I don't know. But with you, there's just certain things that I know for a fact. You know what I mean?
You have a magical aura.
Like a nice guy, very funny. Open. You get the timing of everything. You know what I mean? You're in tune because you have to be listening, right, to be able to, react. Maybe that's the acting side.
Maybe.
Yeah. But
you're just authentically that.
I think it's a combination. He's authentically a nice guy, but also, he's been acting since he was, a kid.
But I'm a big fan of the show, of all you guys.
Thank you.
And I've seen you before at our secret meetings. And I don't approach.
Why?
Because that's weird. And I also don't want to betray the higher calling of what that is.
All right, so
This guy is awesome.
can we talk about how much are you willing to talk about that?
I just wrote a book about all of it. So it's,
All right.
yeah.
So when you see the secret group, because people, can we talk about what that group is or
AA.
no? Yeah. So I've been hanging around at the LA AA scene for I don't know over 20 years. And so you'd seen me when at an AA meeting.
Yeah.
And you never said, "What's up? I'm Josh."
I just felt weird. I just felt weird because I knew I would listen to the show, and I also whenever anyone's public, I make sure to stay far away because I see how much they're getting hit up.
Yeah.
And so I just want to be if at all I can be of help sometime down the road, it'll happen. The thing I noticed about you at meetings, you have a quick little get up when you walk.
What do you mean?
I know he already means.
What do you mean?
You just be like,
You don't want to talk to Ed.
When the meeting's done.
yeah,
in
and out.
What's your thought process behind that when you get up quick?
Oh my God, that's so funny. It makes me laugh so much because it is something that I do.
Head down, going.
Yeah.
Quick gait.
Well, okay. All right. There's a million. All right, so I'll just give you an example. Okay, Saturday, Janina Gavankar, who I did a movie with last year, right? So she keeps inviting me to things. You know what I mean? Like I'm in town for a couple of days. Have lunch. I'm always busy. So she goes 3 weeks ago. She texts me. There's a congressman, something Tanaka, Mark Tanaka or something, and he's he's doing some sort of event in Silver Lake. Do you want to go? And I just rapidly read it and go, you flagged on it? Yeah, right. So then 2 days before the event, she texts me, all right, here it is. And now I have to go. And I read on it, and I have to donate money to even go. Right? So there's a platinum ticket and another thing. And the platinum ticket's $500. So I got to go, right? So I pay. You help me buy the ticket, right? And I show up, and it's literally 30 people in a small little courtyard. And I'm sitting there. I don't know anything about him. I don't know anything about politics. I don't know why I'm there. And I'm seeing people with rich people are there with suits. And I'm sitting there and, people are everyone's asking questions. So, Congressman, when you proposed that, that article, in front of the Congress, why did someone, and I'm like, what is going on? I don't know if he's a Republican. I don't know what the fuck is going on here, right? And so I just kind of go, I got to go. And I ran out while he's talking.
You crossed him?
I crossed him.
Oh my God.
And the reason why, and I did that walk.
How long were you there?
Couple hours.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I saw other people leaving too.
Yeah.
Right? So I'm like, oh, you can leave? I don't know. So I did that. In 2 reasons. And Janina, I had a great time. And it was fun. And I support.
But your exits, even though you're gonna with a quick gait, as you say,
Yeah.
they're never that discreet. It's like he thinks he's moving fast and
like the wind.
short-
I thought I feel like I'm being like the
But
wind.
you're actually, you make yourself the most visible. I'm sure you
What do you mean?
I'm sure you you took the route where you knew you had to cross him in front of the whole crowd.
Could you go to the back?
Don't lie.
Okay. All right. People have to know I'm leaving. Right. Why be there? Right.
It's
Number
the
one, why be-
anti-Irish goodbye.
yeah.
It's like, bye, but I'm not going to say anything.
Yeah. So I left for 2 reasons. I was uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I learned a lot. And then also, secondly, there's a valet. Only one guy working.
Gotta go.
Right?
Gotta
this is
go.
at somebody's house. And you think to yourself, there's 35 people here, right? They probably all valeted, right? If I go with the group, I'm there for another hour.
But sweetie,
Yeah.
you know fun things always happen in the ninth inning of baseball. Everyone who leaves in the, seventh
gotta
inning
go.
stretch.
Gotta go.
I
Would you
disagree.
go? Would you go? You're out. You and I both would be.
Oh, please.
Yeah.
And I don't say goodbye. I'm out. I stand. If I go to any sporting event in the last 2 minutes, I'm at the top of the staircase.
Yeah.
No.
Waiting. Oh, yeah. Oh, my God.
Well, let me ask you this: like in a meeting, if there was a speaker, because my sponsor always says you always have to congratulate the speaker or thank him,
Ay.
right? Do you do it?
At a 45-minute speaker meeting, when someone really puts in, like, it's basically a one act.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if it's a 200-seat meeting, would you?
No.
Yeah, I've done that before,
Yeah.
and I don't like it because he has to say thank you to so many people. So his interaction with you is so quick.
Yeah.
Sometimes they don't even look at it. They're like, "All right, thank you," and then I was like, "I waited. Come on, lock eyes." I waited. Come on, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Probably. Come on.
When you cross, when you cross.
I'm not doing a jingle for this Peloton because Peloton is literally the only way I get exercise. It's the funnest way to do it. Peloton, the instructors are great. Peloton instructors are highly trained fitness pros who motivate you. I need motivation.
And they're
throughout every
so
workout.
entertaining. You guys, Cody, try Cody's class.
Yeah.
Incredible. You can
Love
try
Cody.
Leanne Hainsby's class.
Hainsby's
so entertaining. Adrian Williams is my favorite for lifting. You can add me. You
Johnny
can add
John.
him.
You have you had Johnny John?
What's his class?
Right?
What's his class?
Eyebrow work.
Dude, I get such a sweat from that.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I know, from cycling and strength training to yoga and running, they do it all. Experiment with new type of movements, judgment-free, at a level and pace that feels good for you.
And if you guys think Peloton is just a bike, you're wrong. They
You're out of
have
your
the
mind.
treadmill. You actually can be coached while you're running outdoors. I do my 45-minute lift sessions. I do the yoga. I do the stretching. They have it all. You can go to One Peloton, log into your membership, and they have all the classes available, even off the bike. My body did not become a rig on its own. Peloton is solely responsible for the rig that my body is. It is strong. I feel good in my bones, and I owe that all to Peloton.
Right now is the perfect time to try out Peloton. The Peloton Bike Plus is now $500 less. It's their breast.
It's their breast? I didn't know.
If you want. The Peloton Bike Plus is now $500 less. It's best price yet, including free delivery and setup. And there are more game-changing prices available on the original Peloton Bike and Peloton Tread. If you want really muscular, broad shoulders like Khalyla, visit onepeloton.com to learn more.
You crossed the congressman to leave.
Yeah.
Did you wave at the crowd
No.
on your way out?
No, I didn't look at the crowd because, they were all show business people. Just listen to what I'm saying, all right? Because I know this by Mark, thank you for this industry. I know there's a lot of screen actors and directors, you know what I mean? And you could look in the crowd, and there were people that I kind of recognized, some actors, I kind of recognized, some producers and this and that. So it's like, you can't go do a normal show.
So if this is the crowd, Josh, you're the crowd.
Please.
This is Congressman.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And you're walking this way. Do you tilt your head a little bit to the crowd so that they know it's you leaving?
Don't get mad.
Yeah.
I'm going to say something, and I don't want you to get mad.
Okay.
All right? So there was a beautiful woman.
Oh, why would I get mad? Baby, you crank a neck for that.
I know, but there was a beautiful woman standing against this, not a fence, but a wall,
Yeah.
like a wooden wall, outside wall, right? And she had looked at me a bunch of times during the thing, right? So I just
Be
focused
careful.
on her.
I started getting a little jealous for real.
Are you being real?
Yeah, a little bit, but go ahead.
So I focused on her, And then she smiled at me, and I went,
No, you didn't.
yeah. And then I left. Yeah.
The wink.
You motherfucker.
Fucker. Yeah. So I did
I
that.
knew it.
Yeah.
I knew it.
It's a
Baby,
little
but,
something.
don't wink. Wink.
Well, now let's dissect it. Right?
All right.
Was it like, you know me, crazy Bobby, gotta go? Or was it like, you looked at me a few times?
I think this is what it is, because I've never had, like, she was a little older, right? And she was sophisticated looking.
Yeah.
Right?
What's older, may I ask? Because you're in your late 40s. So what's older?
I'm
for you?
50.
50.
Or you're 50.
So
You're 40,
she was early 40s.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
But she was to the nine.
Yeah.
Like, it's Gucci shoes, the whole thing, right? And she was wearing like these tan bell bottomy, really nice pants.
Yeah.
And
He's very into fashion. So
Yeah.
That's the first thing he will notice.
yeah, and normally never like those type of people, I'm invisible. But lately, because I've been on Sex in the City,
Different
Right.
audience.
I'm being real.
Yeah, different audience.
I can see, sometimes I'll see older women, fancy ones, look at me or go, oh, they'll even say like, oh, I love you on, whatever.
I have an honest question, and don't be mad. If you had free reign and you could just go out into the dating pool again, do you think that the caliber of women now would be so much better than it was when you first met me? Be honest.
You're smirking.
Well, you're smirking. Be honest.
What do you mean the caliber?
You told me that when we first started dating, it was
getting
slim
uncomfortable.
pickings. Slim pickings, a little bit. I mean, there were some cuties for sure, but I mean, like, there weren't
I wasn't
like
unfuckable. I mean,
no.
yeah.
But you're.
Okay. Here's what it is, right? I would back then, before I met you, right? Road gash,
What's road gash?
right? When you go on the road,
Yeah.
right? That's what
Road-
we used to call them. That's not my term.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I would.
Highway honeys.
Yeah.
Highway honey.
I would smash road gash, right?
Yeah.
And that's anyone at the club.
Yeah.
Anyone.
Yeah.
And I had been in relationships. We know Sarah, you know what I mean? So, right?
Yeah.
And she was a comic, right?
Yeah.
And so where you're asking me if I was single now, no.
You're not gonna hurt my feelings.
Okay. Are you sure?
Yes, I
Answer
promise.
Your answer changes.
I said I wouldn't.
But I'm going to preface this, though. All right?
I'm
Yeah.
so happy to be here.
Yeah. I'm going to preface this, though, right?
Yeah.
You're never allowed to bring this back up.
You have my word.
All right. You never,
I
right?
promise.
Do it.
Wow, the Josh Peck.
Don't do it. You're never going to use it against me or bring it back up.
Yeah, promise.
All right. There is a knight in shining armor element to it.
What do you mean?
What does that mean? I don't even know what that means.
Please
yeah.
expound.
Yeah. Like, we might have to cut this out. I might have to cut this out. Flag this. No, forget it. I don't even want to expand.
Say it.
No, you have to now.
Right.
Try your best.
Try your best.
Knight in shining, there is a fantasy of going out with somebody that's like not at all from LA, right? Someone,
Okay.
all right, someone who's
Scottsdale.
no, not Scottsdale. You know what I mean? More like Dayton,
Like a farm girl.
like Dayton, Ohio.
who would be so in awe of LA and the actors. That's what he's looking
Yeah.
Ah.
But
Wow,
but they're
Paquito Moss.
Yes.
What is this? Paquito Moss?
yeah. Like where they would eat Paquito Moss and go, "Is this a Michelin star restaurant
Right.
that I read about in the books?" You know what I mean?
The Grove is like a small city within a city.
Yeah, that
So
right.
basically someone with stars in their eyes.
Yeah. Like at the movie, they have caramelized popcorn. You know what I mean?
Caramelized.
I've only seen this in the movies,
Yeah.
right? Like stuff like that.
No,
right?
I get it.
Right, and I could teach them about Golden Goose.
Oh my god.
$500, Bobby? Really?
That. You know what I mean? Just a little. You know what I mean?
Knight in shining armor.
Yeah. So it's that. You're not allowed to bring this back up. Look,
I have a dad who probably did that with my mother and produced 2 children. So there's hope for you, my friend.
all right, I feel hostility coming out. I feel some hostility coming out and some anger, right? You asked me a question.
Yeah.
I was being real. And I'm not saying that I think about that all the time, but
Literally, though, that was not the answer to my question. You willingly gave that information that is not related to the question I asked.
Yeah, you asked me, would I go
The caliber, and then you
caliber.
said, "I want."
Yeah, and I
who
said
doesn't
no.
know what caramelized popcorn.
Yeah, but oh, you're right. I know. I'm just saying. I'm refuting because I'm not gonna go. If I ever was, which I don't think it's ever gonna happen because I love you so much, but in a alternate reality, because I just saw Doctor Strange, so there's multiverse.
Multiverse, yeah.
In a multiverse, right, situation, right? I like because when I'm shooting a show like Sex and the City, right? Even the background and just people are fancy on the show, right? And it's like it that show betrays a lifestyle that I'm not privy to. Okay, so and I just can't measure up to fancy in that way. You know what I mean? I don't drink wine, right? I like truffle, but it's like I don't know the varieties of truffle. I don't know how it's made. You know what I mean?
Like you like caviar, but you don't know the different types.
I don't know.
caviar.
Yeah, like when I went to the Bull in the Alley in Tulsa, I would go, yeah, the caviar.
Yeah.
Right? And they would come in a little thing like this, and I go, I think this is fancy.
Sure.
Right? It tasted great. You know what I mean?
What would Dayton girl think of glue thumbs?
Wow, that's interesting. Interesting.
I've never seen that much Elmer's.
In rum form?
How impressed would she be of that? Look, your glue wall.
Yeah, right.
What?
So,
You see it?
Where? Show me.
Right there. That's a whole. That's a whole wall of glue.
we used to have all the glue,
Yeah.
but I used them all. But you're right. You know what? Here's the thing. All right. If you ask any of my girlfriends before, right, about Elmer's glue, they don't know anything about it. Do you know why?
Why?
You're the most comfortable person that I can show all that stuff to. I'm being real.
I wish I wasn't, though. You know what I mean?
I get it. You can't get too comfortable.
Yeah, it's like. It's like.
You're right. Maybe I fucked up.
Babe, look at
You
this
fart?
ball of fucking fungus. Let's slice it open together.
Yeah.
Do
I'm
it.
like, nah.
Yeah.
You openly fart? in
He
front?
does, and I don't in front of him. No.
Can't
You
do
have.
it.
You can't either.
No, you can't do it. I could, but I don't. I did once when I got my wisdom teeth out and I was on Vicodin.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and we were pretty new. We were together 2 or 3 years, but we were still pretty pristine, good Irish Catholic girl, like, held
Yeah.
it together. And then I was laying in bed, we're watching Ridiculousness, because it's a show I watch when I'm sick. And,
Yeah.
and it just was like, and I looked at her and I was like, I farted?
Yeah.
She's like, yeah. I'm like, we break up now?
Yeah.
And she's like, no, I have a brother. It's okay. Like,
Yeah,
these
yeah.
things happen. But when I'm not on narcotics, I
Where
seem to be
you
able to
really
hold it
do
back.
hold it?
Yeah, I'll go to another room. I'm sure she can hear it from the other room. My son and I get a big kick out of farting in front of each other.
Yeah.
But I just think the mere act of that I try to be more than 15 feet away from her means a lot.
Let me ask you this. If she farted in front of you, has she ever?
Yeah.
And does it turn you off?
No.
Then what's the problem?
So you're self-conscious.
Because it's a microaggression.
What?
Wow.
Yeah.
I feel heard.
Yeah, I see.
It
you.
is a
I see you.
microaggression.
Because I do believe in total like openness and wanting to just, I want to know every single, I want to know all your juices or whatever. But to me, that kills like the sexual feeling. Like, and that's just me. I'm not saying that's for everybody, but it does chip away at that sexual like kind of hunger I have for you. Because I'm constantly thinking of your wet, juicy farts. And
You don't have to use the adjective.
Juicy.
Yeah,
I'm thinking about it now. I'm a little turned on.
yeah. You know what? It's an interesting point, and I think you're right. And I will be more mindful about that.
yeah.
But it's almost too late because you've listened to all the varieties of farts. Every dry, wet, you've heard all
But
of them.
you know, when you leave town and you come back, it's always a new slate for me. And I kind of get a little excited. You come in with your suitcase. I look at you. I'm like, I like the way he dresses. Like,
yeah. Oh, I
I'm
see. A
attracted to that
reset.
person. And it's like, brah! And I'm like,
Right.
oh, no.
You know what? You're right. I think you're right. So thank you so much, Josh Peck,
Anytime.
for bringing this fucking thing up. Right. So are you mad about the
No, not at all.
all the
But
yeah.
will I remember it forever?
Yeah.
Yes.
You will?
Yeah, because I just that's just tomonota. I always take notes.
I always say that.
So what? You take notes?
Tomonota.
Tobanota. Yeah. So I knew I shouldn't have said it then.
No, I'm never gonna use it again.
I know, but it's in your head now.
But look, that is also just a fantasy.
You're nuts.
That's just a fantasy.
Yeah, it's nothing.
Do you know what I fantasize
And that's
about?
nothing with my fantasies go crazy.
Being cummed into by 10 men.
Different than a wink.
A lot
than a wink.
different than
Different
a
than
wink.
dating.
Yeah.
Different than dating.
Different than dating.
Yeah.
It's a little different. Yeah.
Call the episode different than dating.
Yeah, different than dating. That's a little different.
Yeah,
Yeah,
see, that is
yeah.
such a natural, normal thought process to have. If you didn't have
Do you
those,
have fantasies?
Sure. Yeah. I mean, I'm normal.
Just give me one normal one. Yeah.
It's like when people get super kinky, it's like, cool, whatever your thing is.
Yeah,
but like
yeah.
the thing is like I had sex with myself for so long.
Right.
I practiced for so long by myself.
Yeah.
That the fact that there's just someone there who wants to,
Yeah.
engage in it with me, that's novelty enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I have I was raised with a skewed sense of sex. You mean not because of the molestation, but because of maybe that. But
wait, just to defend you, most people are and were, especially most people are.
Yeah.
right, okay. But I had a friend named. He's still my friend. I still talk to him, and his dad had porn stashed around his house, right? But he would hide because he had kids, and me and at the ages of 13, 14 years old would just scour through when his dad was at work to find the porn, and we would jerk off to it, right? But it's like, I don't know if that was like, and this is a lot, you know what I mean? I don't think that was healthy, you know?
No, and our friend Asa Akira, she's a beautiful porn star, but she has a really good point about young kids, like coming across porn. Like, you as a parent have that responsibility to explain what porn is, not to just have your kids watch it without any guidance as to, hey, that's actually not real life. That's actually not how sex goes. That's actually not how intimacy goes. Because if you don't do that, you will have kids with a very warped idea about sex.
Yeah.
So-
I don't know why we're going into this direction.
But that's like an interesting thing.
We were having fun and it was light. And now we're talking about like real stuff.
I mean, I wish my wife got more jealous.
Oh, really?
I remember once we were in Paris. This sounds cooler than I am, but we were in Paris at Paris Fashion Week. I was doing social media for L'Oreal.
Wow.
And I just proposed to my wife the day before. So we're in France. I'm like, we're going to do it up. This is great. And I don't know whether one of the supermodels thought I was handsome or like had some warped sense that I was newly engaged. And so she wanted me.
Were you wearing a suit?
Yes.
Yeah, you look nice.
I looked aight.
Yeah.
I was doing aight.
Yeah.
I had just played John Stamos' son on a TV show that got canceled. I was crushing.
Yeah.
And so I remember, and like she made a bit of a show of it, that she thought Joshy Boy was cute. And I'm like looking at my wife being like, all right, start getting crazy.
Yeah.
Like, take your rings off, show this girl what's up. She loved it. She thought it was hilarious.
Because she knows you're hard.
And I think she
Is
thought,
securely attached.
yeah, and just
It's
like
healthy.
the actuality of that actually going through, like, Josh, you're not going to date some international supermodel.
I know.
I'm not going to lose you to her. Like, maybe a really cute, like, pharmacy tech at CVS. But not.
Let's go to that direction. So
Supermodel.
even if you and I were single,
Please.
right? We're at Paris Fashion Week, right? Wearing suits, right? You're doing a show with John Stamos, right? And
You got glue thumbs.
I got glue thumbs, but I'm also like maybe doing like I'm the lead of a Southwest Airlines industrial commercial,
Sure.
right? That's very popular on YouTube, and we meet two supermodels that are on the runway, right? And they're a little drunk, they have to be, and they're like hitting on us, right? I don't know what to do after that.
Me either.
No, what would we do?
We would talk for too long, and the night would get too long.
You and I would talk too long
We
about
would talk
our
to
plan.
them too long.
Ah, right.
We would talk for too long.
We would have to be. I would have to whisper to you. Let's get more aggressive. We're talking too long. This is 4 hours of talking about. You know what I mean? Skyrim. You know what I mean?
Skyrim?
Yeah, we're explaining to what Skyrim is. You know what I
The
mean?
difference between PS3 and 4 is it's the CPU core.
I
Right.
have a question for you both. If you didn't know your wife
Yeah.
and you met her today for the very first time running errands at Gelson's, would you feel that same feeling? And would you same if you met me today
Today,
at Gelson's?
am I single?
You're single. You're both single.
And you're both at Gelson, so you're rich.
Yeah.
High-end supermarket.
No, she didn't say Erewhon.
Gelson's pretty nice.
Yeah, it is pretty nice.
Gelson's is not cheap.
You're not
I
at
know.
Ralph's.
Yeah. But have you been to that new Erewhon on Coldwater?
Yeah, it's insane.
It's insane.
Air One is nowhere spelled backwards. You know this.
It
Oh,
is.
I know
my
that.
You're welcome. George, clip it.
Yeah. Wow, I did not know that. Erewhon is nowhere backwards. Amazing.
How did it take me that long to catch on to that?
I don't know. I would have
Wow.
never known, but I have a lot of rich friends.
Yeah.
Oh.
Wow.
You really derailed it with this knowledge.
That just threw me off. Anyway, what's the question?
Gelson's.
If I saw you at Gelson's, am I with Josh?
No, you're by yourself. You're just getting your
All right.
sugar-free Red Bulls.
Now, I'll just tell you right now.
Yeah.
I would probably look at you and go, "Wow, she's pretty," right? But I'm not. I've never like seen a pretty girl anywhere and said, "Can I get your number?" I'm just not that guy,
Yeah.
right? So you would have to make the move.
Would I be like, Bobby Lee, I love you?
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Bye. I mean, I just don't have the moves.
Yeah. I think that
I'm not good at it. Are you?
Yeah,
You? Oh,
pretty
really?
good.
Yeah.
because I I had a realization at a certain time in my life. I think it was like somewhere like at 9 or 10 years of sobriety, where you know those interactions you have with people, especially during your teens, where it just feels like, oh, that was so awkward, or I said the wrong thing, or why was that not quite right? I realize now, all this time later, that it's probably them. Like I'm a fun hang, like I'm a nice time. So if it's awkward, it might be you.
That's so good.
You should think that in most of your interactions.
Yeah.
And
It's their issues. It's what they. Yeah. To me, it's always racism. I don't know why it always goes
You
there.
go there?
They just don't like Asian guys in my head.
So we're out of fries. Racism. It's like everything, right?
What do you mean the French fries? You mean the guy at the fucking? What are you talking about?
That everything is racism. Every issue you have.
No, I don't. If first of all, when I go to In-N-Out, if they say they're out of fries, they only have 3 things on the menu. So I would be like, how are you out of fries? That's all you do: burger and fries. There's no chicken sandwich. There's nothing. That's number one. That's not right. Is that what you're saying?
Kind of.
Yeah, wouldn't think if it's out of now. If they were like, here's fries for you, Mr. Smith, but we're out of fries to me, then that would be racism.
Okay.
If everyone else, if all the white people got fries,
But no
and none of the minorities got
what if
any
they
fries,
said they're out of burgers too? Just milkshakes.
and everyone else was getting burgers and milkshakes.
We don't know because there's no one else in there. It's pretty late.
Oh, so when have you been in and out when there's no one in there? That's never happened in the
that's
history
why I
of
don't
time.
go.
But you know what? This is one that just happened.
It's a new one.
No.
Is it in Dayton?
It's in Dayton.
I'm trying to see what scenarios you would switch to
Okay, here.
racism.
It's
Yeah.
in Dayton. You're finally dating this blonde cutie farm girl with stars in her eyes, and
She's never read a book.
Never even been to In-N-Out. Never heard of it. They just opened an In-N-Out.
She's like Gronk, but female style.
yeah.
Sure.
the dream.
Right.
Yeah,
And you're
very
like, I'm taking you to In-N-Out, but like no one in that area even is interested in In-N-Out.
Right.
So you're the only ones there.
Well, I would say it was Morton's, but just bring her to In-N-Out. You wouldn't know the difference.
Yeah,
right?
for sure. What's her name? Let's
Yeah,
give her a name.
yeah.
Layla?
No, I like when the parents were hippies or something. It's like they're
Jemima.
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 Like
Juniper.
like
Juniper.
Aunt
Jemima,
Jemima?
like Aunt Jemima.
Syrup?
Yeah. Let's say Jemima.
Okay.
Jemima.
Like
That's a good
Jemima.
one.
Like Jemima Kirk.
Jemima.
Okay, so Jemima, you're like, let's go to In-N-Out. It's this like really cool place to be in LA. And then you take her there, and then she's like, oh my God, there's no one here.
All right.
You go
So
up
we
to the
walk in.
counter.
No,
Yeah.
no. Let me do the dialogue. Jemima, this is Morton's. Oh, really? Just like the movies.
Yeah, just like the movie.
Just like the movies, right? And there's no one here, and I go, "Hi, can we get Jemima? You'll get a number 2. I'll order for you." because you don't know how to read.
Illiterate.
He doesn't know how to read, right? Jemima, she'll get a number 2, regular or
Animal style.
animals. No, regular onions or sautéed.
Or grilled.
Grilled.
Grilled is whatever they. Is it grilled or sautéed?
Grilled.
Grilled or grilled.
So many.
I don't know the difference.
Yeah.
Right, regular then. She's not gonna know the difference. And then
You're loving this, dude. You're loving this.
I'll have a number 1. Regular onions, please.
Yeah, sorry, sir. We've actually ran out of fries and burgers. We only have milkshakes tonight.
What? That would be my first response.
Yeah. But I'm looking back and forth between you and Jemima, and it's not adding up in my little brain. I'm like,
Well, you're looking at who?
you. I'm on the counter. I'm taking your order.
Right. But in that scenario, I would just leave.
You'd be like, but you wouldn't call it racism.
No, I would go to McDonald's and say it was boa.
You're just going to fast food.
Yeah.
What,
Yeah.
What do you and Jemima watch when you get home?
Well,
Does she love? She loves Chuck Lorre.
what?
She loves 2.5 Men.
Chuck Lorre.
Oh yeah, she loves Chuck Lorre.
Yeah. She's like sad. Mike and Molly's done.
You're right.
Network.
I mean, she doesn't understand Big Bang Theory at all.
No.
Right.
But she
They're
thinks
just nerds.
Yeah, but she's like,
Right.
She's like, I like the Jewish skinny one.
No, I'd probably watch Ridiculousness.
That's what I do. I watch it whenever I'm sick.
yeah.
It gives me a lot of relief.
I'd probably watch what she wants to watch. Like, what do you want to watch? She's like, what is a girl like that?
Now this pisses me off.
What?
You let her watch what she wants to watch. You have never given me the choice of what to watch.
Okay, stop for a second. I'm sorry, Josh.
Yeah,
You're getting in the middle
let
of
this happen.
All right. Number 1, you've influenced me on a lot of things. Music, TV, and film. There's a lot of things that I would never watch and I've watched it because of you. Okay? And you know that's true, so that's unfair.
Yeah, but you don't watch them with me.
Number 2, that's true. Number 2, if you look back in the beginning of a relationship, I was willing to do anything, right? Because that's that's
Long
what you
Beach.
do,
Long
right?
Beach.
It's Long Beach, right?
Long Beach, LBE, Long Beach energy.
Yeah.
Long Beach.
Long Beach energy, right? So it's like I did all the things that you wanted to do, right? It just through time, you just kind of go, I don't want to watch that.
Okay, fair enough.
So in the beginning, it's different.
Yeah.
We all know that.
All right. So
What
Jemima.
what do you wish he watched with you?
Right now, I wish he would watch the show called Old Enough because I think that he would get a kick out of it, and he is being really resistant.
What's old enough?
Oh my God! It's where those.
Do you know what old enough is?
It's a show about little like Japanese kids running their first errand ever in like it's really cute. I'm not explaining it well, but it's just a very cute, heartfelt show.
Yeah.
It makes you tugs at your.
There was a
heart.
50-year time in Korea where Japan oppressed us. It all ties into that, right? To me, even if the kids selling dumplings at a restaurant, right? I just imagine them getting in a plane and flying it into Pearl Harbor. I mean, for me, I have deep resentments.
Okay, I'll have to take that as a valid.
Is that a valid reason?
I mean, my dad used to tell me that they used to hang us upside down and dip us in boiling water. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And whenever I see it, it just gives me trauma. So you want to traumatize me?
No, I don't.
All right. Anyway, unhelpful advice. By the way, can I just say this? I had a blast.
Goodness
Thank you,
bad.
I think this is so good. Do you have your own podcast? What's it called?
Male models.
Male Model.
Yeah.
Do you have guests on it?
Yeah.
Never been asked.
You're not coming on. Stop it.
Oh, wow.
I know you. I've listened for over 200
All right,
episodes.
let me ask you something right now. Right? Did I do the boys? What's the 2 boys that I like?
Chad
Chad
and
and I did theirs.
Who are they?
Exactly.
Who are these boys?
Exactly.
It's big. Are they huge
I did
influencers?
Trevor Wallace and the other guy, Mike, right? I did theirs, right? I just did
Lex Friedman.
Lex Friedman, right?
These are huge podcasts. You're going on futurist podcasts?
No, right? And I'm gonna do who do you do male model with?
My friend Joe Volpis.
Yeah, I'm doing it.
Baby.
Done.
Yeah.
That's what
When am I doing it?
Anytime we record down the street. But just know that if you don't do it, it's okay.
I'm doing it.
You don't have to.
In fact,
You know what? You're banned.
This is how I.
Khalyla, you're on.
This is how adamant I am
No,
on doing
I'm not
it. This is
asking.
adamant. This is how
George,
adamant.
give Bobby
You
the
get me a
history.
date. You lock in a date today.
No. I don't
You
believe
lock
it.
in it. Give me a date.
Is this the new Bobby?
You know, I'm doing.
the new
First of all,
Bobby.
I'm doing that movie next week, right? So it can't be then, right? But that Will Sasso movie
Yeah, in
Yeah, in
Florida.
in Florida, right? So aside from that, if I'm not conflicting, right? Give me a date. Look up, get a date from me. I'm gonna fucking do male models.
Wow.
I'd love to do that.
What an honor.
Therapy guy go first? I just reach out to them.
No, prioritize.
Let George.
Yeah, we prioritize.
Okay, yeah.
Prioritize.
I'm so sorry.
Unhelpful advice.
Wow.
Unhelpful Advice with Josh Peck.
I've been in a bad spot for the past year or so. I had a horrible pattern of using alcohol at unholy hours of the day and disregarding the feeling of those around me. Because of this, I accidentally uploaded a humiliating video onto my Instagram story. I looked like I was nodding off on heroin or some other hard drug. I've been trying to get my life together and I've started a DBT program, but I'm more lost than ever.
It's a DBT.
What's DBT?
Dialectical behavioral therapy. I'm a recluse in a huge city, and I have one friend. I'm incredibly lonely, but I'm afraid of getting recognized from the video, since it was recorded and probably posted somewhere. I've been like this for over a year and a half. Thanks in advance, anonymous woman.
Wait,
Oh, it's a woman.
Yes.
Okay.
how did the video go viral? I'm confused.
I think she's more nervous that it was on her Instagram story, probably woke up, hungover, and realized it was on Instagram. Someone copied it or like recorded it. So
And
she's
she's-
worried there's a video floating around of her looking like
Nodding
essentially a
out.
drunk and not looking good.
Nodding out.
Yeah,
It does change it changes it because she's a girl.
she is. Yes.
Yeah, if it was a guy, I'd be like, who the fuck cares, bro? But when you're a girl,
Mm-hmm.
it's a little bit different.
Yeah, but I've never seen it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like it seems a little like who gives a shit,
Right.
Yeah.
right? I mean, it's like your friends saw it, people that know you saw it, but if you're at a Starbucks and even if somebody had seen it a month before, they're not going to go, "Oh, that's that girl from the video that there's just no way that happens." Because, you know, I've done a lot of things and people don't recognize, they don't care. No one cares. Number two, I feel like she has an addiction, maybe.
Well, there's consequences.
There's consequences, and Josh and I can testify. Like, you know, for me, I have three sets of friends, right? I have the people I grew up with, right? I have my industry friends, that's including actors and comedians and whatnot, and podcasters, right? But then I also have a whole chunk of a section of friends that are all sober friends, right? And my sober friends go from some actors, some comedians, but mostly, you know, lawyers, mostly people that work at coffee shops. It doesn't matter. We have a connection that goes way beyond any of the other relationships I have, right? It really is that. Like,
Yeah.
one time I was at a bar. This is when I was sober, when I had the 17 years, and I remember I was in the bathroom, having a bad day, and there was two guys there talking about a step, right? They were talking about like the force, like, you know, I wrote it down, but it's like I don't want to. And I just turned to them and I go, "Well, you guys a friend of Bill W's?" And they're like, "Yeah." And I go, "How much time?" And we talked there for like 15 minutes. And you know what I mean, like outside of the bathroom. We weren't doing it in the bathroom, but my point is there's an instant connection. Don't you? Have you?
Yeah, it's a language of the heart.
It's a language of. I mean, have you met strangers that you just met that are in the program, and there's an instant thing, right?
Oh yeah, I was recently working with a guy, and we were talking about someone, and I was like, that guy's an untreated alcoholic, and he looked at me and was like, "What do you know about untreated alcoholics?"
Yeah.
Because like normal people don't use that vernacular.
Right,
They go,
right.
"He's a drunk," or
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
and immediately we hit it off. But
Another
even
level.
When I was listening, like the first 100 pods, I had to hold myself back listening to TigerBelly, and because I was like, Bobby's gonna drink.
Wow.
I could hear it. And I was like, don't be that guy. Like, you know, obviously I didn't know you
Why didn't you reach out?
because I didn't know you. You were moving so quickly through the meeting.
I know.
No, because remember, you weren't going. I don't want to.
No, I like it. Go ahead.
But like, you know, you were pretty publicly like, I haven't been to a meeting. I speak at meetings when asked, but I don't really go.
Yeah.
And then it was like the sleep in 05. And I was like, he's going to drink.
Yeah.
I just
But
said,
it's weird because he almost announced it to everyone in a certain way. Like a whole year before he actually relapsed, he had already talked about possibly relapsing. He was almost like planting seeds in everyone's heads. And I remember like a couple weeks before you actually relapse, you had said, hey, I haven't chosen a date, but I'm gonna.
Yeah.
So all of us were sort of just like holding our breath.
But what I
around
did
it.
though was I knew I was gonna, but I was scared. So I went to a men's meeting in Santa Monica on 26th Street or whatever. And not packed, but there's like 40 guys there. And I never raised my hand to share. But I raised my hand, I went up there, and I announced to me, it was so strange. I go, I'm going to relapse Thursday, guys.
Whoa.
Right? And I'm sharing right now because I'm just hoping that someone can talk me out of it or God can intervene or something happen, right? And after the meeting, I had a line of people talk to me. But it just, I had already made the decision. It was crazy. It was so weird.
Yeah, I think 3 days before you actually relapsed, I said just like, call your sponsor one more time. Call this. Like we always saying, can you just anyone at all?
Yeah.
And nothing could convince him out of it. And because for a whole year he was already sort of, he
so
knew he was
strange.
going to get there.
But you also don't like you can't do like a spot fix when the dam's about to break. Like you can't fix a couple small.
Wow, that's interesting.
And it was
yeah.
I mean, like people will accuse me of this, and like I have a kid, I have a wife, I'm pretty square, and people will say that to me, and I'm like, I'm not doing it for you or for me. I'm doing it because I can't be uncomfortable. Like I can't lie, cheat, and steal because it makes me thoroughly uncomfortable, and the best way I know to combat that feeling is drinking.
Wow.
So I got to be
Yeah,
really careful
you
about
gotta be
getting
careful.
uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's very interesting. Wow. So back to this lady. If you just kind of, I don't know what this DBT or whatever the things she's doing.
Therapy.
I'm sure it's great, but if you want an instant family, right, and you want to change your life, I mean, I've just been, ever since I was a kid, a huge supporter of 12-step groups. I really have. I've been in them all my life, and I've learned everything from them. And in fact, just one last story. Oh my God, this is going to be so. I think I talked about this already, but but the first meeting I ever went to, I was 17 years old, and it was on a Monday night in La Jolla, in San Diego. And obviously, that was in 1988. Were you born then?
86.
86. You were 2 years old. When you were 2 years old, I was going to my first meeting. And so a couple of weeks ago, I did Tony Hawk's podcast. Did I talk about this?
No.
Yeah, I did Tony Hawk's podcast, which is in San Diego. It was a great time. And I went, it's a Monday. I might as well wait to tonight. I'm going to go to that meeting. So I went to one of my favorite coffee shops, the Panikin, that was in Encinitas area. And I sat there for hours and drank coffee and played Tetris on my phone, you know what I mean? And then I went to that same exact meeting. And I walked in. And the first guy I see, this old man walks directly to me. He goes, "It's me." And I just, he was older, but I remember when I was 17 and I used to set up chairs there, this dude was so cool to me, right?
Wow.
And we instantly hugged, right? And I ran into 4 people that night that I remember from 1989
On your first day?
on my first time going to that meeting. Because I kept going to that meeting for years. So it's like, I had relationships with them, right? You know what I mean? All this other guy, you know what I mean? And me and this guy sat next to each other, you know what I mean, at the meeting. We exchanged numbers, obviously. But I just remember feeling like I was at home.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's really, I can't explain it. It's like running into your grandparents that died or something. It was just like it was that kind of feeling of like emotional, and the way I, hug them, it's like I would look at their hair, I grab the guy's head, look at all these white hairs, you know what I mean? And like looking at his wrinkles and just looking at his body, it would be like an old, sea buddy or war friend or whatever that you were in a war with or whatever. It was just that kind of feeling. And then a kid came up and wanted a photo.
Ruined that moment.
It kind of ruined it a little bit. But then he was a huge TigerBelly fan. And I told him, and he goes, here's another magical thing. He goes, because the reason why I went to that Monday night meeting was because the rehab that I went to would bring us there in a van. This same kid was a TigerBelly fan. He found out about the rehab that I went to through the podcast, and he was now being delivered to the meeting from the same treatment center that I went to. And he was just like, I listened to TigerBelly. That's how I knew I go to this rehab.
That's incredible.
And now I see you. What the fuck, right? Can I have a photo? I go, listen, we don't do that because I want to be your friend, right? This is no longer, a fan, thing, kind of a thing. It's like, I want to help you. So no photo, right? Keep going to meeting. I gave him the whole spiel and this and that. But it was just such a weird, cosmic, circular thing,
Different generations.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it gave you that feeling of what I have always longed for, connection, And so this lady talking, it's like you really are missing out on something that's like, unexplainable. It's otherworldly, cosmic, if I can, spiritual, obviously. But there's just something that, I wish you could at least try to explore. Go to one, see how you feel. Because what you'll find there is something that I can't even describe. Would you agree?
Oh, yeah. I remember the first meeting I went to, I heard that it said best. You didn't tell me what was wrong with me. You told me what was wrong with you. And I identified. Because I was like, I'm reasonably articulate. And like, I've walked around my whole life not being able to diagnose myself.
Yeah.
And I was like, and you could throw some psycho terms at it. Like, did I have depression? Sure, I guess. Like, I had a little anxiety, but it didn't really encapsulate it. But these people drank like me, thought like me, treated other people like me, but they weren't like a glum lot. They were like these people who were abiding by the social contract. They weren't shattered like I was. They had families and careers and, all the cash and prizes that come with a good life.
Yeah.
And I remember I went to like a all men's meeting early on. I was 21 and I used to go I was tasked with picking up this guy in his 80s from his nursing home. And he would get in the car and he had like so much time sober and he would go, turn off the radio and listen to God. Big line.
Yeah.
And he would go, and he would say, you're here because of your mother's prayers.
Right. Yeah.
And it was rearing. Like
It was rearing, yeah.
There was a guy who used to get, I don't know how he would get your number, but he would find new guys, get their number, and then he would call you. And then if you didn't call him back, he would come up to you at the meeting and go, a man calls people back.
Oh, I love that.
And I was like,
they hold you to
God.
accountable.
Yeah, and it
Yeah.
was like, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's exactly what it is, dude. I learned everything from it, And here's the last thing I want to say about it is somebody said, if you continue to, as a kid, when I was 17, you'll have a life, beyond your wildest dreams and a big life, right? And boy, was he right. I've traveled the world. I've met all kinds of people. I've done things I could even never imagine. Like doing a movie with Ben Kingsley, like we talked about earlier. Like never was that, as a young guy, even a concept. Because I remember watching Gandhi as, going to Blockbuster and renting it. And when you're watching a movie, like you never think, you know what I mean? But it's like, whatever spirituality is or whatever that guy said, big life, it just sort of kind of came true for me. You know what I mean? So they were right, and it's hard to tell that to somebody that's in pain and suffering, but I just want to tell this young lady, I don't know who she is, but that it really is real. It does work. And I've seen it, not only in my own life, but in other people's lives. I really have, so
But wouldn't you say, Bobby, like pain and suffering is a great place to start?
yes.
Like I never learned anything on a good day.
Yes.
Pain's a great motivator.
It is. Yeah.
It's the only It's the only thing, like, I've heard it, alcoholics react great to catastrophe
Yeah.
because it wakes us up.
Yeah.
But, like, you just can't wait too long because eventually time will make us feel like, it wasn't that bad.
Pain is a great motivator.
I'm full of it, baby.
It happened to me today. I was on Instagram and I saw John Mulaney and Ali Wong and Neil Brent, all these fancy comedians together.
It
on
hurt
this
me. I'm
Netflix-
not even a comedian.
Yeah, Netflix. Just together, the elites with Kevin Hart, the elites. It caused me so much pain. I'm gonna get him.
Is that the lesson?
I got it. That's the lesson. I gotta get him.
Thank you.
Anyway, give him a round of applause. Yeah, that was a podcast.